Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Keep Your Pants On podcast. This is Jordan, also known as Mr. Dan. Deen, also known as Gay. Zack and Cole.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. Everybody's here this time.
Yep. Everyone's good.
We're not missing anybody. Zach's back from his gay convention.
That is true.
Yeah, I told them all in the last one that you were busy because you had to go to a gay convention.
No, I was not at a gay convention.
What were you doing?
What was I doing? I'll show you. Oh yeah, I went on a boat on the river.
How was that?
It was fun. It was hot,
I bet.
but it was fun. I met up with Justin.
Did you swim?
Yeah, it was like the water was cold as shit.
Nice.
It was like freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than it being hot too.
What?
It's better than it being hot too.
Yeah, usually it's like
sometimes when you walk in the water, it's hotter than.
it's like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, were you in Florida?
Yeah, bro. I was in Florida. I was in
You didn't leave
Sorry.
the
St.
state.
John's River.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You're asking because the Gators?
Sorry, I just have earrings brain.
Shit. Tell him what you got.
Tell them about
Tell them
about your drip.
Shit.
All right. So what we got here? Well, hold on.
Show the camera, bro.
Can they see that?
What is that?
The shoes?
No, just go towards the camera.
Got some New
Show-
Balances.
Show him the little pouch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Can't forget the pouch.
just a little pouch.
This is weed pouch.
Got a little keychain, and then
It's supposed to be a lighter on the end of that.
really,
I'm pretty positive.
Oh.
Most of the time, yeah.
but
But you could do that, yeah.
we got the
Oh
earrings.
my god.
Mm-hmm.
Got the earrings,
Look at these.
and yes, I know they're a little big, but
They're
this-
hella big.
this is
And they're
what
fake.
we're rocking with right now.
I'm exposing Jordan. They're fake.
Yes, they're not real. I'm not gonna get
Yeah.
real ones yet. But anyways, why
Or
are you
ever.
saying
He's got
crisscross?
he's got a whole new vibe with the earrings. now.
Yeah, now he's
I
a
don't
different
remember.
person.
Yeah, totally different guy.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry I zoned out.
But
But
yeah.
He's seeing red again.
He's seeing red again.
yeah. So how's everybody's been today? This
Pretty good.
week?
Today?
This past week.
Today was hell.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fucking hot.
Yeah,
This,
Uh,
the whole
it was
week's really
pretty
been
hot.
hot.
Yeah, it's warming up,
it's
definitely.
definitely warming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, yesterday, I don't know why, but for some reason, I felt like I was like gonna pass out. Like I felt like I was functioning, but like I felt like I was out of my body, if that makes sense. Like I felt like I was like moving in third person
But
Yeah.
why? Do you know why?
because it was hot,
Oh, just because of
and
the heat?
the grill was making it even more hot, and it was like 74 degrees.
You might have been about to pass out, bro.
Like, dude,
Like
like
a heat stroke?
You probably should have hydrated.
At 74 degrees?
yeah, it was like
That's, like,
74. But the grill, I don't know why, but that feels hot.
It was
I don't
probably
know.
hotter than 74.
Yeah.
If it was this week, it was probably hotter than 74.
Well, I mean,
It
it's
was
probably
like
the
almost
humidity that
80s.
made it
Yeah.
feel like hotter. Probably.
That's
Probably like
true.
humid. It made it feel like
humid
comfortable.
and heat and sun and grill.
You having to deal with customers and whatnot, and then we're always like short staff lately.
Yeah.
So then me being on the grill, cutting chicken, and then having to take orders in drive-through, and then in the front. That's annoying,
Running the whole place.
pretty much. Yeah.
Because you're the man, bro.
Yeah, I tell them I'm like LeBron James.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I get a lot of hate though,
Why?
because they think I don't know, they think I'm special needs. I'm not gonna lie, they think I'm special needs, but
I could see why.
you know, that's
You think they put it that if you were behind the grill?
I don't know. It's just let's just say
Wait, like the customers think you're special needs, or the people
no,
you work
like
with?
the people I work with, not the customers.
What do you do?
I don't know. Just some stuff that I say is kind of like they like yeah.
What type of-
But also, I think at the same
We should
time,
make you take a test.
a test.
Yeah, see if
The
you're on the
autism
spectrum at
test.
all.
You know what's crazy? My mom thinks I'm special.
Your mom.
Your mom thinks
That's a
you're-
sign.
Mom thinks you're special.
Maybe
in
there
a lot of
really is
ways.
something going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've thought about taking a test, but like I don't think I do. Do I? Do you guys think I do?
I think you're fine, bro.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if you like, it can be like the smallest. Or,
Not in a mean. I don't mean it in
No.
a mean way. I don't think you're like special needs, like fully heaven.
but just like there's a little dash. In
There's something is not in a bad way though. You know what I mean?
It's like some things there you could tell.
I don't think so.
I think just some of the things you say
It's like
and some of the behaviors, like when you. Quick dumb story. One time we were at McDonald's. Jordan knocked over his orange soda, and it was leaking all over McDonald's on the floor of the table. And this guy, it felt like it took him 30 minutes to go get napkins. He was just watching the sort of pour onto the ground, and was just like, oh, and then like slowly shuffled over to the napkins, like no rush at all. Like that situation makes me feel like maybe a little bit of something.
I don't, even that, I don't feel like. I'm definitely like on the
I don't know.
spectrum, so I'm definitely on the
It was-
spectrum, and I don't think that's like. It's just like he's just probably lazy. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know, but no.
It was-
It was like he was just watching it unfold, like he didn't understand what was happening.
he was like, "Why are
And,
you
like,
just moving
yeah,
so slow?"
Yeah, while it's happening, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you just watching? Like, go get napkins.
Was it like a can or was it like
it was
a?
his,
It was
like, how
like
big was the
a
drink?
McDonald's cup.
yeah.
It was like a
McDonald's cup.
large McDonald's cup, and it just was leaking. And he wasn't doing anything about it. Just watching it happen.
Yeah, he's just
And then
like-
after I said something, I was like, oh. And then slowly walked over and got napkins. No rush. No urgency at all.
Are you like somebody's gonna clean it up?
no, I
He
don't
just didn't know what to do. He was like,
I don't know. That
he's like, you should have saw him. Like, he didn't know what to do.
He was, so you're saying he was like stun locked of like
Yeah, that's
not knowing what to do.
that's why I think he might have a little bit of something.
I don't know. I think differently. I
'Cause-
think he's just
You
chill.
know?
I mean,
Me,
yeah,
I'm
it's chill,
definitely
too.
a different story. Holy shit! I talk about way too many things that people don't want to fucking talk about and everything. The last episode and everything, I was talking about sticks.
Jordan lost one of his fake earrings.
I'm just gonna take this one out.
Wait, you lost your earring?
He just lost his
Which
earring.
side's the gay side?
The what?
Oh yeah, which ear is the gay
Yeah,
ear?
just switch it to the other ear.
There's like signal, like one, like if you have an ear pierce, it's like
That's a thing.
yeah, it means you're
I don't
gay.
really like.
Like left ear.
I don't remember.
I think. I'm not too sure.
Is it
I don't
gay
know.
or is it bi?
Gay. Well, I mean,
Gay.
I think both. I think kind of everything.
It means
Like
you're-
it means like there's something up. Like,
Not
you
that
like
there's
other
anything
people.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Most of the
Sure.
There's no.
time.
There's nothing wrong.
Anyways, talking about the heat.
Yeah.
You know, I got an interesting story. It was hot the other day when I decided to go on a bike ride.
All right.
You know, you guys know about this, but I'm gonna say it for the podcast. So, this apartment complex that we're in now, it backs right up to this like wildlife preserve where there's like hiking trails, but there's also like trails I don't know if you're really supposed to be on. Like there's like a bunch of abandoned buildings and stuff back there
Okay.
that used to be like water plants, I think. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But it's like all swamp. We're in Florida, so it's all swamp. Gators everywhere.
Mhm.
Like I could show you guys a video. Like gators everywhere.
Yeah.
So I decided to take my bike out there, and it's hot as hell. But I'm like going down this trail right here, and then I come across the hiking trail, and I'm like, okay, I'm on like a known trail, like I'm good. So I'm going, and I end up taking like a lot of turns, like off of this trail, and I end up 15 miles back. I only know this because there was mile markers.
Mhm.
So I ended up 15 miles back here, and all of a sudden, in the middle of nowhere in the swamp, there's this paved road that is like old and cracked and like stuff's grown over it. I'm like, oh, this is weird, but I'll have a break from the dirt and the bumps, so I'll ride on the concrete. And then like I start going on this road, and I see like this little sign that says like cameras in use, but it looks old, so I'm like, oh, that's weird. I don't really think much of it. I'm like, if there is cameras, they're probably watching the park, looking for like
Mhm.
people using drugs or something in the park.
Yeah.
And but I'm going down this concrete road, and I look to my left, and off in the woods, there's 4 like lifeguard chairs, like you know the
Mhm.
big tall chairs that lifeguards sit in.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 lifeguard chairs off in the woods, like stuff's grown all over it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bench right next to it. There's like, you know the paddle boats that are swans in Orlando?
Yeah.
There's one of those out there flipped over. And then there's like this giant foam ball like twice the size of me. I don't even know what that was. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, that's weird, but maybe people are just dumping their trash. I don't really know.
Yeah.
So I decided to go on. And like I go around this bend, and right when I come around this bend, I see like, I don't know, like a quarter mile ahead there's like this old like depot building, like shop building with big bay doors. And I see like in front of and around this building there's like a bunch of old like tools and just like scrap trash stuff.
Yeah.
And there's like an old rundown car that I think isn't even working. It looks like an old scrappy car. Oh, that's weird. So I kind of like slowly start going because I'm curious. I'm like, let me kind of investigate this. Then I look down at the ground and there's like a sign that's been pushed over. It looks like it's been sitting there for 30 years. And it says like check in at front office before entering. I'm like, okay, this is weird. And then I look back up at the building and I think I see something move. And I'm like, what is that? So I kind of get off the bike and try to look. And what I saw moving was actually smoke from a fire. So when I saw the fire, I was like, that means there's definitely somebody there. So I got to get my ass out of here. So as soon as I see that fire, I book it as fast as I can off this concrete road on my bike. And as soon as I get off this concrete road back on the dirt trail, I get like an eighth of a mile away. Like I'm not very far from this road. Yeah. And that car I saw sitting in front of the depot pulls out right behind me, dude. And they're like eyeballing me down. So I just go as fast as I can, take the corner, and so I had can you say that? No. I had concealed carry on me.
Yeah, it's fine.
To be safe.
To
protect myself. So
there's people. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, there's like music, like a party going on outside. I don't know what's up with that.
Sounds like they're driving
downstairs.
Oh, they're in a Corvette, a convertible Corvette. That's why we hear so much.
Oh.
But anyways, they're leaving. But yeah, I get off this dirt road. You know, they're eyeballing me down. The car followed me, and then as soon as I like take the corner, the whole way back, remember I'm 50 miles out.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, man, I hope these people don't follow me, because I'm alone. Yeah, I have my concealed carry. I don't know if you're allowed to say that.
No, I'll bleep it out. It's fine.
I don't know, but so like I'm worried, but I know I can protect myself. But also at the same time, I don't know what they could have. So the whole time I'm biking back, I'm looking over my shoulder. I called Zach. I'm like, look, if I don't call you in 2 hours, something happens.
Yeah, you did call
in 2 hours.
Yeah, and then I got home and got sick. But anyways.
Yeah.
But just imagine if I was going down this concrete road and I like ran into these people like coming out. Like who knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad to be alive and not
I'm glad you're alive.
kidnapped and killed and tortured.
I'm glad you're alive.
It's crazy.
Fed to the alligators.
We should go back there.
I kind of want to. We should film it.
Like I kind of want to see what it is.
I want to know what it is too.
Yeah.
My buddy J10 said he wants to go because I told him
like
about
if
it.
you were to go, you gotta have like some transportation because you don't want to.
Yeah, maybe something different than a bike. So we don't
I mean, if it's a bunch of people on a bike.
Well, yeah, if we got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see what it is.
Right now in the dark.
Probably not.
Not in the dark.
Not in the
That's
dark.
a bad idea.
Yeah, probably
Maybe
not.
I mean-
anything.
I feel like.
No.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want.
That's how you die.
I mean, sure. Well, I mean.
And
Yeah,
let alone
gators.
there's wildlife out there that can kill you. Like the gators are.
Yeah,
Dean,
you
I'm
can't
not even
really-
over exaggerating.
No,
Like
they're
while
pretty
I was
big.
on the phone with him, there was one coming over the road, and I was like, "Oh wait, hold on, I gotta focus up because it was a big. These are big,
Yeah,
bigger than
because-
us.
Jordan went down
Yeah, I know.
there.
Yeah, they're big.
They're huge,
Mm-hmm.
and like as you're riding down this path, they're just like lined up on the side of the water, just lined
they're
up.
just-
Big gators, dude. But anyways, I saw a
when we were
bobcat.
walking back and it was at night. That was some scary shit.
Yeah, the
When
alligators.
we were, me, you, and Jordan, we're all walking down there, and then when we walked back, all the fucking gators running back in the water. I was like, oh man.
I was like, oh,
It sounded like they were like coming up.
Yeah, I was like,
Fuck.
oh.
There was one I just like jumped behind Jordan. I was like, we were about to fucking just book it.
Oh yeah. You know that building?
Yeah.
The doors are unlocked.
Really?
I didn't go
You
in it
opened
because I was sketched out. But I climbed up.
How do you know the doors are unlocked?
I climbed up one of the ladders to one of the because they have like little water tanks in the back. Just because I was curious, I was like, "What's in here?" And I was like, "Okay, this is kind of cool and kind of dumb." And I saw they had
What was in
cameras,
it?
but the cameras were old. There was nothing. It looked like old motors like for like pumps or something. But I climbed back down the ladder. And I'm like, "There's no way this door is unlocked." First door I tried to unlock. I was like, "Oh my god!" I like look in. It was really dark, so I didn't go in.
Yeah, Cole's breaking and entering.
I didn't break anything.
Oh wait,
It's a public trail.
He
It's a
didn't-
public trail.
He didn't enter.
Allegedly, this all
He
happened.
just braked.
Yeah.
I just entered.
You didn't enter.
I didn't brake.
Did you go in?
I stuck my head in.
Breaking and entering.
I didn't break
This is
anything.
all hypothetical.
I just opened the door.
But it was
And
pitch
stuck
black
your
in
head
there.
in.
Yeah.
Was it
I don't
pitch
know.
black?
I don't know how far you're
Inside it was pitch black, but it was like middle of the day.
Did
but
you
it was
not
pitch
hear
black
anything?
inside. No.
Oh.
But I'm not also gonna be like, is anybody in
Hey, see the door's open.
here? You guys forgot to lock your door.
Man.
No,
I
I
got
didn't go
it.
in there just because, not really because I was scared of like, I don't know, like ghosts or anything. It was more just tweakers. I was like, I don't want to get stabbed with a needle. Yeah.
Yeah, tweak.
Just
Ghosts. Ghosts would be the least of my worries.
Yeah.
Speakers.
Like in
That's
Florida, the
actually
tweakers
scary.
will hide out anywhere.
Oh
Probably
yeah.
why it's unlocked.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe we gotta go back there, film it.
I've thought about it for like a while. I do want to do like an abandoned like place and
I
everything,
was
just
gonna say,
explore.
you haven't done that with us, like going to
No.
an abandoned house.
I haven't, but I really
Oh yeah, because
want
we
to.
did.
We
I don't know if we
that.
because that is actually.
Oh.
I don't know if we should. That's like actually. Cut
Oh,
that out.
well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll cut it out.
But yeah,
Yeah, we've discovered things.
we've
Mhm.
done a lot of exploring,
Yeah.
and yeah.
But yeah,
Dean, what you got any stories for us?
I don't
You've
really
been kind
know.
of quiet this episode.
I mean,
This episode's all about me.
Normally,
I just, I don't know. I
you're
just
normally so energetic. Wait, well, no, we can't do that anymore
do what?
What?
because you're driving.
Oh, drinking.
Yeah,
Whatever. Yeah, I'm driving, so can't.
but
Sorry.
unfortunate.
But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess whenever I was doing like the whole like like if you guys see and everything, in my TikToks I usually like go out driving and do whatever. And I mean, like it's usually kind of like just not anything crazy. It's just like literally just like the mall's closed. I'm usually in the parking lot, and then kind of, it's just like a lonely car in the parking lot, just kind of just being myself.
You're at the closed mall.
Yeah, it's
Just,
a closed
like,
mall. Yeah.
Hanging out in the parking lot.
Yeah, just hanging out in the parking lot. Literally, I'm the only car in that damn parking lot. Yeah, my car's running.
And what do you do?
Yeah.
Just sit there.
Are you like
Like outside or
Like you don't like put a movie on your phone or anything. You just sit there.
No,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I did the videos of like, hey, I'm out. I'm doing like,
Oh, the TikTok
Whatever.
I'm at
videos.
abandoned
Yeah.
mall.
and everything. So
All right, guys, welcome back. We're at a abandoned mall parking lot.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I usually do like photography stuff and everything. And then the cops come up to me and they're like, "What are you doing?"
You're doing-
And I'm just like, just doing
What are you
photography.
What are you photographing?
Like I have like a I
The mall.
do
So,
like the mall.
The
Yeah.
outside of
the
the mall.
abandoned mall.
Yeah, but I just like take photos of like myself, whatever, and just post them and everything. So like a self portrait, I guess, if you would. So,
Mm.
so yeah, nothing crazy. Apparently it's not as cool as abandoned swamp place, alligator.
I just think you could find. I don't know. I feel like there's more interesting to places to
Yeah.
go at night.
Oh no, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
A lake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
The
downtown,
lake, the park.
downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
Downtown
Yeah.
Orlando.
If you
would be
just pick
cool.
a spot to park in downtown Orlando, it'd be entertainment all night
Yeah.
with
Oh,
like
yeah.
homeless people and drunk people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You'd have
I
entertainment.
almost got
all
into a
night.
fight one time with Zeke.
Downtown Orlando.
Yeah, we were all at the clubs on there, and we were walking around. We were trying to find a different club to go to. Some homeless guy was like trying to lure us down an alley. Yeah, he was like, "No, come down here. There's something down here." I was like, "Nah, bro, we're
He
good."
wasn't even being specific. He was
Nah.
like, "Oh, there's something."
Yeah, it was like some crazy dude. He's like, "No, come down here. You got to see this." Well, no, he was saying something. There was something down there. I can't remember what it was. We'd have to talk to Zeke later. It was something down there, and Zeke was like, "Get the fuck out of here, bro." He's like, "No, you have to come down here and see this." I was like, "Dude, there's no fucking lights. We don't even know you, dude." And then we were like, "Fuck out of here," and we left. And then we went to the club. That was a fun night. We had to pay $20 to get in because we weren't 21. So I was like, I gave the guy. Well, Zeke was drunk. Zeke pre-gamed. I didn't drink. And then I went there and I was like, "Hey man, like here you go. Here's my ID." The first place we went to, I gave them my ID. I was only 20, and Zeke was like maybe 19. I think he was 19. And I gave them my ID. They let me in. I walked up. It was like a club at the top, and I was like hanging out there. I was like, "Zeke, come on!" I was like, "Oh, the dog is on the bottom." Yeah. And he was like, "They won't let me in." And I was like, "What?" And then he pointed at me and said, "You let him in. He's not 21." So then the bouncer dude came up, grabbed me, pulled me down, and then they had to rescan my ID. And it was like, "Meh," so I couldn't go.
Damn.
So we found a different club, and I was like, I gave the guy my ID, and I was like, "Dude, listen, I'm not 21, but I don't want to drink. I just want to party." Because it was just
You're reading that on. You're reading that on.
It was the EDM night thing, but that place was weird. Like it was like split in half. Like half of it was EDM, half of it was rap. Right?
Yeah.
So just weird.
Yeah.
So the guy said, "Okay, bro, just put $20 under each of your guys' IDs." I was like, "All right." So I gave it to him. He let me in. He gave us wristbands if we were 21, but I wasn't drinking. But Zeke took advantage of that. And like dumped all of his money at the bar, like just got hammered. And we're at the EDM side, and he's over there dancing, and he sees a group of girls, and they're shuffling. You know what shuffling is?
Yeah.
Like with the feet.
Yes.
And
what shuffling is?
And he looks at them, and he's like, "Oh, I want him to learn how to do that." So he goes and talks to them, and they're like, "Oh yeah." So they show him how to do it. And me and my buddy Austin were like watching Zeke go from this side of the club all the way around to the back to us, like there's a fucking wall in between us. He's shuffling around the entire fucking club. And me and Austin are sitting on this bench, and Zeke comes up. He's like, "Dude, fuck yeah, this is so much fun." And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" And he jumps on the bench. The bench is like this high that me and my other buddy, are sitting on. And then he does a backflip, and when he does a backflip, his legs like smack the bar table and like spill all these drinks. And this girl comes over and she's like, "Oh, you spilled my fucking drink, you asshole. You have to pay for my shit." And he's like, "No, I don't. Go fuck yourself." And then she's like, "No, you do." And then he fucking takes his wallet out. He's like, "I don't have any fucking money. Get the fuck out of here." She's like, "I'm going to get my boyfriend. He's going to come and beat your ass." And Zeke is like a big dude. He's like a Marine. He's like a fit guy.
Yeah.
And the guy comes and the dude's like, you know Noah, right?
Yeah.
He's like the size of Noah. The guy looks at Zeke and just like, and like dude like shakes his fucking hand. He's like, "You're good, bro. Don't worry about it, homie." And Zeke was like, "Fucking party, dude. We're good, dude."
Damn.
That was a pretty fun night.
Yeah.
There were some pretty fun nights with
I don't
Zeke.
blame the guy, honestly.
Nah.
Especially over a damn drink. You're not gonna get.
It was pretty dumb.
He knows he's not gonna win, so you're not gonna willingly get pummeled.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because
The guy
your
was
girlfriend's
pretty-
drink got spilled.
The guy was pretty tiny, bro. I was like, when he walked up, because I was like, "Oh damn, like Zeke's pretty wasted, bro. Like me and Austin might gonna have to do something about
100%.
this."
Yeah.
But then when homie popped up, I was like, "Wow, anybody could do that with his eyes closed." Like, damn, that guy's tiny.
Then you started saying like, "Man, we gotta defend the other guy now."
Yeah, I was like, "That's bad, dude. That guy is small."
Have there been any like fights or any close altercations
Close
that you've
altercation.
been
That
in?
you've had.
I mean, it was when I was like a senior in high school, but I mean, like,
What happened?
I mean, it's like very petty now and everything, but like literally, it was just, I don't know, it was something. I was in theater or whatever, and we did like a whole like district competition thing, and then apparently people were mad at people, and then fucking they were just telling this one guy like shut the fuck up, and it was just like holy shit, and then just
Holy shit.
but then the guy, like I saw the guy and he felt like down or whatever, and then I just like
Wait, didn't he say he's like, "I'm a better actor than you"?
huh?
He's like, "I'm a better actor than you are."
Dude, that would be some funny stuff.
Yeah, just like I'm a better actor than all of you. No, but like I just thought, and then literally when he left, I didn't know no one knew where he was, and then like everyone goes back inside, and I just thought like you know what, I better let these people know, and then I'm like you know what you fucking did or whatever, and then it just came a big thing. I don't know, like one girl was saying like, oh, so if you were to say the N-word, would you? And then it just came to that for some fucking reason.
Bro, this is really some theater kid stuff to say. It's like a theater kid fight, for sure.
Yeah, this is not far off. I didn't want to get... But then, stupidly, I don't know what my point was. My point was like yes, but if I did say it, would you have some concern? Because it's like, oh, do you know me, who I am? And like, like how I react.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
No, of course I'll say it.
Of course I will.
Like, of course I would. No, but like, my point was just like, oh, well, you would know something is wrong if you know the type of person I am, and I'm saying some weird fucked up shit like that. And then this entitled girl or whatever is just like, yeah, whatever. And then I fucking lost my shit.
Wait, I was up in your face?
I mean, yeah, it was basically like a tight circle.
Yeah.
And she basically like budged in.
So you almost got in a fight with a girl.
Yeah. She pissed me the fuck off.
But it started out with a dude.
Yeah, it started out with a dude, but it was a collective amount of people were just being annoying, and they were just shutting him down. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck is up? Like, why are we fucking doing this shit? And I was fucking annoyed too.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of petty shit and everything. And then I just got so fucking like mad and angry because it was like literally like more than like 10 people were just against me. And I'm just like, you fucking, and they're just like oblivious of like what's going on.
So what did you say to her?
I said like I literally fucking I was like oh you like what the fuck are you doing coming in here, and like oh I'll fucking show you. It was a whole
show you what an actor I am.
Yeah, but it was a whole stupid thing, and then people pushed me back, which rightfully so, and then I'm just like
you're about to
I was about to swing,
like you're
about to swing on her.
Yeah.
Dean,
that's crazy.
I'm not proud of it.
Like they had to hold you back.
They pushed me back. Yeah.
So you would have hit her
if no one stopped me, and if I didn't.
And she didn't even hit you. So you were just gonna like go out of your way and just punch a girl in the face.
I'm not.
Kind of sound like
I'm not proud of it. I'm not.
Me and Cole now.
So that was like, but then I'm like, I just like understood the situation. I'm like fucking like damn it, and then I just like left and everything, and then, but yeah. So,
shit.
I've never been in a fight.
It's just like the most petty like thing, whatever. So I mean,
the closest thing I ever got to a fight was actually with Noah in school.
Yeah.
Because I mean, me and Noah, we would like wrestle and like fake fight, but real fight.
Mm-hmm.
One time, we were in school and Noah was wearing a hat in class. And, like, out of school, we had this game where, like, you'd walk up and flick the hat off their head. And it was, like, not really a big deal. Mm-hmm. But for some reason in school, man, Noah didn't like it that day. Because we were, like, homies. We'd always sit next to each other. So I flick his hat off, and he gets pissed. You want to know what he does? He bitch slapped me in the face, bro. He straight up slapped me in the face. And this was, like, a friendly game that we did.
Wait, did he just walk away?
No, we were sitting right next to each other. He slapped. She's like, I said stop. Picked up his hat, put it on, and then went back to like whatever.
Oh.
And like
what
it was
did you
only.
do?
That's the thing, is I had so much like I just wanted to like. Well, I had so much anger that I had to like control, and like I remember these kids next to me like, you're just gonna let him do that, dude. And I was like, dude, I'm really trying not to like fight this kid right now. Like I'm trying so hard. He's my friend. I'm just trying not to like blow up right now. Mm-hmm. It took everything in me. Like I remember, this is the corny part. I like grabbed a pencil and snapped the pencil, and he was like, the guy next to me was like, oh shit, he broke our pencil. Like he was like he thought I was gonna blow up on him, but like I remember the teacher had stood up, cause like he like I think I was honestly about to punch him, but the teacher kind of saw what was happening and like got up and was like, what are you guys doing? You can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And then I think once the teacher got up, it kind of like snapped me out of it. I was like, okay.
I feel like no shit, you can't do that. You just fucking slam him in his face.
She didn't hear that?
You need to fucking do something about homie.
Or he didn't hear it?
He saw everything.
He saw you get slapped in the face.
But I think he knows that me and Noah are homies, so he didn't really...
I don't know.
Slap
each other in the face all the time.
I don't know. But it took everything in me not to. Because the thing is like Noah's like a little guy too. So
the questions. I mean, I had some written down.
I have some. You
in a
want?
notebook or whatever.
Both you guys.
You ready for them?
Bring them out.
I have some deep ones though.
Bring it out.
You think you've ever hit rock bottom, and if so, when?
Have I ever hit rock bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a deep topic.
I talked to Grok about it.
Who?
Grok?
Who the fuck is
Elon Musk's AI.
Oh. I never.
You never heard of Grok?
No.
No.
Nobody knows about Grok.
No.
Damn, I feel like I don't know anything about technology too. And
I don't know
Rock.
if I hit rock bottom.
what do you think is the closest time you've come to rock bottom?
You're like, dang, bro, my life sucks.
Or do you just kind of feel like there's always a rockier bottom? You know what I mean? Like there's always lower.
I don't know. I feel like if you go like homeless.
That's like as low as it gets. Like
that's
homeless, addicted to drugs.
Yeah, because like even if like you're not making a lot and you don't really got a good crib, at least you still got a place.
That's true.
But if you're fucking homeless, then you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, whoa, great, I got this fucking backpack. That's it. Like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what is like your most rock bottom that you've been?
When they fucking raised the rent at the apartment and I had to move the fuck out because they raised it $300 randomly.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty shitty, but and it's kind of for the better.
Yeah.
That place was kind of trash.
You think you ever hit rock bottom, Jordan?
Not like. All right. Well,
Or-
I'd say that little situation.
Okay, so you're talking
Uh,
about more mental rock bottom.
I guess.
Like it
but
messed with your mentality.
in middle school with this one girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but
You know who you are.
I mean, if she watches this, yeah, you know who you are.
Damn.
But
We'll tell her to watch.
I'm not throwing
Okay.
shade, but yeah. So me and this one girl, right? We were talking for. It wasn't really like anything like crazy. I'd say it was more like casual talking.
Yeah.
But I remember one morning, I was getting ready to, I was walking to the bus stop, right? And she texts me, and she goes, "Hey, I had a question." She's like, "What are we?" So, like, in my head, I'm just like, oh, gosh, I don't know what to do. I was like, all right. So then when I got to school, like, I was, like, asked her out. I was like, hey, are you trying to, go out
I
sometime?
mean, yeah, that's the reasonable next step, honestly.
Right? And then freaking she's like I had some time to like think about it. It's just like I don't really know right now. She's like, I'm not sure. So then like in my head I'm just like, I don't know, like I kind of zoned out because she was like talking but I was like zoned out. So in my head I'm like I'm smiling.
Like, she said no, you were like,
I'm just like,
looking
yeah,
at
I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. And mind you, like before I asked her to the dance.
Yeah. Oh, you
And
did?
everything. Yeah, I asked her to dance, she said yes, right? And yeah, so that day was like kind of a weird day because she's texting me talking about, oh, I'm sorry, and her friends texting me too. It's like, oh, she's really sorry. She didn't really like mean it. She was just so confused, whatnot. And I'm like, in my head, I'm just like, none of this makes sense.
I just picture you like she's letting you down. You're just like smiling. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you're good. It's like, it's fine. I was like, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, it's fine.
It's amazing.
And then I'd say probably like a few days later, she's like hanging around this other guy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? And then I found out that they started dating, and it was really awkward. And I know that like the 8th grade dance, I remember we were taking pictures in downtown, right? And I remember she like, I saw her. She kept looking at me, but
She
I
was
wasn't
there
looking.
too?
Yeah, she was there taking pictures. Like I was just locked in. I was just laser tunnel vision. I wasn't paying her any mind, right? And then, like, a few months later or whatever, we go to this
Eighth grade
end of
party.
year party, right? I thought it was gonna be chill and whatnot, And then she just pops up out of nowhere. And I'm just like, okay, all right. So she passes by me, and I say, hey. She doesn't say anything to me. She doesn't even, like, notice me. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I was like, this is weird, right? And then, you know, the party, you know, we're just chilling, whatever. Me and Cole are on, like, the dock, right? We're just sitting down. Because, like, I didn't know anybody there. It was Cole basically knew everybody, right? So, this is crazy. This is like something out of a movie. But it was her and the guy. They were out in the lake, right, doing whatever.
Like on a floaty.
Yeah, on a floaty or whatever.
Like out in the middle of the lake.
And then it's so weird. And then, like, we're just like...
Hold on. You guys saw that?
Yeah, we were watching it happen.
The two of them.
We were watching it.
You're on the dock with your legs hanging off, and you're just like, wait a second.
Yeah, I was just like, what the heck? I was like, what is this? And we're just watching it. It's sunset, and then there's like some sad music going on.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what
and
the
then
heck?
people on the dock are like, oh, they're probably like having sex or like they're
everybody
probably
was like
making
saying
out.
this crazy stuff. And I remember Cole, he's like sitting next to me, he's just like, I'm sorry, man.
I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
I was just like, dang.
That was pretty sad.
But yeah, that was pretty sad.
That was kind of fucked up.
Yeah. But, yeah. Sorry.
All right, we
I don't
back.
know what we were talking about.
We back. I did hear this story that I kind of want to tell you guys. It's kind of unbelievable though. It's not
Sure,
related
what
to
is
me
it?
at all. It's just I heard it. And that was
Okay.
kind of crazy. So there was a semi driver,
Mm-hmm.
and he had unhooked from his trailer. You know how semis have honestly I don't know. It must be their brake system or something works on air, but they have like all these like little air chuck things, like right in the back of their truck.
Uh-huh.
So this dude, he was like an old man truck driver, just unhooked from his trailer, and he was like going on the back, I guess, to like either disconnect or connect hoses or something, and he fell back and pierced his butt cheek with one of those air things and literally filled up with air.
That's not
Like filled up, like he felt his skin tearing from his muscles.
That's not good.
And want to know what's even crazier? He lived it. Like I can't, like his skin was detaching from his skull, dude. Like everything was detaching, and all they had to do, like he was literally in the hospital, like blown up, and they just had to wait for him to like the air to release.
What was that one thing
Isn't that crazy?
Mr. Well, we call him Mr. No Booty.
What?
Oh yeah,
Was,
Mr.
Mr. what?
Pizzuti or something.
Yeah, Mr.
like
Pizzuti.
that. His name was Mr. It was Mr. Fisherman's like assistant
Is
guy,
the football coach?
Oh,
football coach guy.
Coach P?
Yeah. It was like Mr. Pizzuti or whatever, so we would
Yeah.
say Mr. No Booty.
Yeah. Well, what-
That guy was cool as fuck.
He was really cool.
I remember he said something about like when you get an air bubble, it's like you can
In
die.
yeah, he was like never
Yeah, don't do
hit
it.
yourself with the air because if you get an air bubble in your blood, it would kill you or
I
something.
remember
Well,
it
yeah,
scared
It's
me.
not good.
Yeah. Everybody does it though.
Yeah.
Zach does it every day.
Every day.
Every day he goes whoosh.
Yeah, I blow myself off.
Oh, like just like outside or whatever?
Yeah, like with the air hose.
Oh, then... Yeah, no.
No, I mean, you could fuck yourself up.
I guess it just
Well-
depends on the pressure. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
like if it's like directly, if it's too close and everything, then the pressure, then yeah. But like if it's just like dusting yourself off, then I don't feel like that's. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a safety person, so.
Okay, so the
I'm not a dirty guy.
so
I know you look like. I know you feel like somebody, but you shouldn't look like that.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
I want to tell that story.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not crazy.
We're
story,
on a
but-
job site. We were putting up an awning.
Mm-hmm.
Done the same awning a bunch of times. It's a little awning.
Mm-hmm.
You can hold it like that.
Yeah.
I'm holding it. My buddy's drilling the screws in.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's time to do the arms because you got to hold the front up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm on a 4-foot ladder because it's not that high off the ground.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you're just hurrying up, trying to get stuff done. So I'm on top of the 4-foot ladder, and you're not supposed to stand on top of the 4-foot ladder.
Like, you know, like the little black part that says, like, do not stand.
Yeah, do not step on this.
Like on the,
Yeah.
the little fiberglass ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was standing on that, and super guy was walking across the parking lot, yelling, I know you feel like Superman, but you sure don't look like him. And I have this giant drill, and I'm like drilling. I'm like, what the fuck did this guy just say? And I was like, kind of like whatever. Like this was like the last thing we had to do, right? It was like the last box.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So like we were trying to just dip. We were trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was like one of the first things we did because remember we had to put all those fucking shutters up.
Oh yeah, and you were like not even there for half of them.
No.
Half of them, me and Bogger were. It was just me and him.
Well, we were putting up the thing, and he was like, "Oh, I know you look like Superman, or you feel like Superman, but you sure don't look like him."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "What the fuck did he say?" And then he came up, and then he said it again, and I was like, "What? Like, what does that mean?" Because I'm like, "All right, we're working, dude." And he's like, "You're not supposed to be on top of the 4-foot ladder." And I was like, "Well, maybe
why
just,
didn't you just say that?
just say that, man."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, you also need a hard hat when you're on a ladder." But how the fuck does that make sense? Because if I fall off the ladder, my helmet, it's not strapped on, it's just on top of your head, it's gonna fall the fuck off too.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna land on my helmet. How dumb is that? Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's like an undercover OSHA agent.
Well, I mean, he's protecting his ass, like, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's at the same time, it's like, it just doesn't make sense. And then we were putting up the stupid fucking shutters.
Mm-hmm.
And the super guy was like, I need to go look at your guys' screws, figure out where you're putting these. Because we kind of just drilled it right into, like, where their air conditioning goes, like, exit.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's where it was supposed to be, and they put the vent in the wrong spot. And we're like, fucker, what? Right through that bitch. And he got upset about that, but it wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
But he went in the lift. No safety equipment. No hard hat, no harness, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to yell, I know you feel like Superman, but you sure don't fucking look like him. But I was like, let me just keep my cool, dude. That guy pissed me off so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could be kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Superintendents.
It's like I get it, but at the same time, like, bruh, if I really hurt myself on top of a 4-foot ladder, like,
yeah.
I fucked myself up. Like, I'm not gonna sue anybody. I hurt myself.
That's like the one thing though, is that like I guess I can transition to that, is that like what was your guys' like best like karma moment? Or it's like something
karma?
Like you witnessed like karma like in
Oh,
person.
like you do something and then you like
you see someone like do something bad and then all of a sudden they like get like, you know, something bad happens to them. Whatever.
I know, yeah.
You have another good one?
You have a good one?
Yeah, when I did transition school, remember that? Like summer school, so that you could be prepared for high school.
Yeah.
There was this kid, and he was like he was a fucking dick.
Mm-hmm.
He was like picking on this girl that he was like saying it was like his girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, I guess like we're dating, but he was always a dick to her, and I was like, what's your fucking problem, dude? And like we got into a thing, and he was telling me he was gonna beat my ass, and I was like, whatever, dude. I was like, we're in fucking summer school, dog.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember what happened. Something happened. Me and him were like, I was like, get the fuck out of here, and we're about to fight. But he was a big asshole. And then my aunt picked me up, and I guess my aunt like went to like a really good school, like no bad kids or anything like that. Yeah. And as we're like leaving, I was like, oh wait, and there was 2 people fucking brawling out. This kid was getting his ass beat. Like, he was fucked up. He came to school the next day. His whole face was all fucked up. Black eye, busted lip, like, cut marks all over him. My aunt was, like, freaking out in the car. I was like, this is great. Yeah. And then when I went back to school, he was like, you see that shit, bro? I fucking ate those punches, dog. Ate that shit. I was like, it fucking looks like it, dude. I was like, your lip is busted the fuck open.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy got his shit took.
This shit rocked.
Do you have one, Deen? I don't think I really have
I mean,
one.
I don't really know. Jordan?
Is your question?
It's my question.
You
I
had
want to hear
something.
you guys'
I
first.
thought that meant you had like a good story.
Because I don't think
I was just
had
curious.
a moment where I or somebody else had a karma moment. Not that I can remember. I don't think. But
What other?
I have a funny story though.
Tell us.
I was in elementary school. One of my friends, right? we would like walk home, and I remember my mom, she picked me up one time, and it was him and his sister, right? His sister was like following. She was like trying to she was like trying to like follow us while like just running. And I remember I could see her in the side mirror. She wasn't paying attention at all. She was just like smiling and whatever. And her brother was behind her. And then she just runs into a mailbox so hard. Oh my gosh. And I just started laughing because she looked so happy. And then she just fell and then started crying. And then my mom kept driving. And oh my gosh. Yeah, that was funny.
I have a similar story to that, actually. One time, our mom had took me, our sister, and then our end of the street neighbor, Rocky. She took all of us, like, I think it was like school shopping or something. We were walking out of Kohl's. I remember this. We were walking out of Kohl's, and there was this kid riding by on his bike, and he went to check out the Rocky girl that was with us.
Yeah.
And he was like checking her out, like breaking his neck, like looking. Same thing, hit a stop sign, bro, on a bike. Like, he was like, wham, fell to the ground. But it was like, he was so obviously checking her out and then just ate shit in front of her.
That's good.
God.
It was so funny. It was, but it was like one of those things where you're like trying not to laugh.
Yeah,
I
would laugh so hard.
Yeah, it was hard not to laugh.
But,
What other questions you got, dog?
or did you have a...
Or
Because I feel like you did, but you just...
yeah,
I just said it just because it's like, you know, what Zach, you were saying, like, it's like karma, like, yeah, like, you know, he didn't have whatever, but, I mean, I don't really know. I think, I don't know, I guess when I was in theater, I guess there was just like this, sort of, I don't know, people were saying like, oh yeah, like, you know, I'm trying too hard and everything for, you know, the auditions and everything.
They're saying you were trying too hard?
You're working
Yeah.
too hard?
Yeah, I was like in it. I was just
You're
like,
going to be the best actor.
yeah, no, literally, one of the guys said like, "What, you taking it seriously? Like, you're gonna actually be a good actor?" And I'm like, okay, you know. And then all of a sudden, I like, you know, because I feel like I would be a method actor. I feel like I would be a method actor, and so literally like,
what is that?
Like when you are like so committed into like the role where you involve the character that you're playing and everything into your personal life and everything. So like if you're playing like an angry character, you'll find little things that you'll be pissed off about because that's what your characters like would do and everything.
Don't they also like take it home though?
Yep.
Like they like stay in character the whole time they're playing.
Yep.
They're like.
I mean, that's what like Heath Ledger did and everything. He was in makeup and everything during the audition. Like that's like one thing that I know is like he was in makeup, like the entire makeup in the audition, and he was just like,
they were mad that
So the
you
guy
were
who like
just
killed
dialed in.
him?
yeah, they were basically they were mad that I was like
sucks.
taking it like actually.
That's the one that I
seriously.
like, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
So did anything happen to them?
Literally, I think like the
Well,
next,
they didn't win Best Actor,
Yeah, they didn't.
so I mean,
Who won Best Actor? Oh, you did?
Looking at him.
Nice.
You're looking at him.
They're looking at him.
Yeah, but like the next day and everything, I like, you know, they were like, oh yeah, I got like so much, like hours in like acting and everything, and then you know,
Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
and then they were just like, oh yeah, I got like 15,
We'll blur it.
I got like 15,000 hours into acting, whatever. Like, you know, how many hours do you have? Like, I don't know, I never acted, whatever. And then all of a sudden I come in the next day and it's apparently like it was the first play that I did, which I demonstrated in the second episode.
The one that we saw.
Yeah, the one that you
Okay.
yeah. And literally during the audition, that's what I had like the whole freak out and everything. And I was like throwing chairs, I was like moving fucking tables.
You're freaking out on purpose.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I was like grabbing one of like the people who are like my co-stars or whatever, and I was like you son of a bitch, and you're just like in their face, but it was like in character.
Wait, who did you play as? Who was your character?
My character was the son of a business owner and everything. It was like I don't know what business it is, but like I was the son of the business owner, and I was basically the next heir into running the business, and everyone in the family is just fucking
They're
just
just messed
terrible.
up.
It's like literally, it's like if Shameless was like
Wait,
in
who-
business corporation and
Who
everything.
was the girl in the red dress?
Co-star. She was playing my sister
Oh, okay.
in the sort of play. and
I remember
everything.
Jordan was telling me a little story about when he went to go see your play.
Yep. Hey,
He didn't care about the play at all. All he cared about was the girl in the red dress.
wait, really?
Damn.
Okay.
Sorry, did I just
No.
expose you?
Not. I was just like, she's very pretty.
Yeah.
You said
But
a
it
lot
was a
more
good
than that
performance.
to me.
It was a good performance, though.
Yeah.
Put your earrings back on. We'll get the real story.
Yeah. Put your ears back on.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't know how long ago that was, but I remember it was the girl in the red dress, and then there's another girl. Who was the other one in the dress?
Black dress.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, she was playing. Apparently, for what I remember, she was playing like a hooker. So,
Oh well.
yeah,
I don't
I'm
know.
in
I was
love
just
with
like,
those. Oh, no, stripper.
That's a stripper.
yeah.
but
In
So.
love with a hooker.
But yeah, and so basically, they were just saying like, oh yeah, like you think you're good, whatever, and I just like came in the next day and I was like, oh, I'll fucking prove you wrong, and then
I'll show you.
I'll
and
show
then,
you.
And then the director.
I'll show you.
Yeah, but then the director,
Show 'em off.
the director and everything was just like comes afterwards like, hey, like just a heads up, like you're the first person casted, like, and I'm just like, okay, great, and then I didn't believe it and whatever, but then I saw like the casting list or whatever, and then my name was like first, and I was just like, fucking.
I've made it.
Yeah,
I made it.
yeah, exactly. I was just like, dude, I fucking made it. Like, fucking, like, Oscars, here I come. And so I'm just,
How'd that go for you? Sorry, that was me. I didn't mean to. That was a joke.
That's great.
Sorry. It just came out. He's laughing pretty hard. Sit down.
How's that going for you?
Maybe you should play the Joker next.
Oh, yeah. I should.
Can you act us out a scene where you're Heath Ledger's Joker?
I mean, I used to do it every single time we usually
I'm
play.
telling you, you should dress up as the Joker for Halloween.
Which one?
What
Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix,
Heath Ledger.
Jack Nicholson.
Heath Ledger.
Heath
probably.
Ledger, but you gotta stay in character the whole Halloween. Anyways,
Bet.
you just act us out a little scene for us real quick.
I mean, I don't know.
Jordan's Batman.
Do the one where
They're in the interrogation scene.
not. Oh, it could be that one or the one where he tells his story to Rachel.
It's like.
Whichever one you remember more.
Yeah.
You could improv a little bit if you don't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jordan's Batman.
Okay.
3. Oh wait, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
3, 2, 1, action.
Wait,
What kind of acting is this? You can't laugh if you're acting.
No, I know,
So you
but
gotta
I'm
be
just I'm trying to
serious.
get in the character. I'm just like licking my lips like how Heath Ledger did it, and I'm just like looking at Jordan.
Okay,
I'm
Deen.
like,
Okay.
In character, you ready?
yeah.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
Bro, he started twitching. He started twitching.
No, like yeah, because I gotta get like in it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right, last one. You ready? 3, 2, 1, action.
My father was drunk. Every time he comes home, he says, "Why so serious?" And he puts a knife to my mouth. And then he says, "Why so serious?" Why so serious?
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I wasn't sure if we were still in character or not.
Yeah.
That was good, though.
Yeah, that's like as much as I know and everything. So.
That was pretty good. I can't clap because I have a drink in my hand, but.
Thank you.
How did that make you feel, Jordan, since it was to you? Did you feel like you
I
were
felt
in it?
uncomfortable.
So it worked.
I felt like Rachel.
You feel like Rachel? You felt like
Which
Rachel.
apparently, like from what I know, I'm gonna nerd out right now, but like apparently from what I know is that like the whole scene where Rachel was like trying to like look away, apparently she was literally trying to look back at like Christopher Nolan and be like, is this like fucking part of the script?
I think you're right about that. I think like that part where like he was going crazy to her, it was like unscripted.
And
so
he was,
she
like,
was like, "What
grabbing
the
her
fuck's
face.
going on?
ETM.
Like he's actually being crazy right now."
Like he was like grabbing her face and like pulling her and
Yeah.
like, look at me.
And she was like, "What the fuck?"
And she was
This is
literally
not script.
she was trying to look back at Christopher Nolan like are we still going with this or whatever? And
Rolling.
so they kept it in. So.
Rolling.
Yep. Rolling. But yeah, like Quentin Tarantino, he's funny from what I know. Like, you know, it's like no. He was doing like a Django Unchained. It's like you gotta be a fucking
good
slave. You know, just like to like you know to like Jamie
that
Foxx.
movie.
No, because like Jamie Foxx had like too much like swag and everything when he was like in that
Big
era.
Daddy's house.
Huh?
Big Daddy's house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then I'm staying in the big house.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's just,
Yeah.
I
But
was quoting
Wait, is
movie. It
this,
wasn't.
what movie is this?
You know,
Django.
The Django
Yeah. You never
Unchained.
seen it?
It's like some I don't know.
Have you
You're
seen
laying
it?
upon
Yes, I
flat
did.
on that table.
Jordan actually really likes that movie.
It is
It's a
good.
movie.
Yeah. So.
But when they get to the part where the dogs are tearing them apart, you're like, oof. You know what I mean? When they let all the dogs out on the one guy that runs away, and they all just start like tearing the dude apart. You're like, I can't watch this
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. And apparently when like Leonardo DiCaprio or whatever, his hand was cut. And that really got me because it's like, oh my god, it looks so real. And then I found out later, like, holy shit, it was real. And it's like that, his blood is just on that fucking woman's face.
You know, a good movie that we saw.
Oh
It
yeah,
was called Magazine Dreams
Mhm.
with
I
Jonathan
know I've
Majors.
heard about it.
it's good.
really good.
What is it about though?
Okay, so it's about.
Without spoiling.
Okay, so it's about a bodybuilder, right?
Yeah,
And how he wants to be the next. What's his name?
like world championship
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
bodybuilder.
No, you know Mike O'Hearn.
Yeah.
Because he's in the movie. He wants
Oh,
to
he
be
is?
like him, but
So like takes place like now. I
yeah,
guess.
I thought it
Yeah.
took place like
Like
in
it-
like the 80s or whatever.
like a historic like.
because
time
that's
and
the
over.
vibe it gave off at first. But
Yeah, but like. It is like a whole like like he's trying to be the next like world championship
Did you guys watch it
bodybuilder,
together?
huh?
They
Yeah.
watched it together in a movie theater
Okay.
with just the two of them.
okay,
No,
I swear.
okay.
There was no,
No,
one
he's
else.
not wrong.
No
He's
one
not
else in the
wrong.
theater.
It's literally the entire movie theater was fucking
Jordan
empty.
and Deen went on a date together.
We didn't have to go on a date.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't know there wasn't gonna be
Just
anybody
like
there.
the way you guys are explaining it, like you say a little bit, then he says, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
And then I was like, "No way, dude. Were they both?"
we even
there?
finished each other's
Really?
sentences. Sorry.
Yeah.
Were they like, "Oh my god, we totally gotta go watch this movie together"?
But it's a really good movie.
Yeah, Jordan called me. He's
Like-
like, hey, like, do you know the movie Magazine Dreams? Like, no, I never heard
Didn't
of
I
it.
tell you about it?
You told me about it like weeks ago, but I still
Yeah.
never like understood like what the movie was about
It's
or like what
actually
the type
really
of,
good.
what type of movie it was.
Like you would actually enjoy it, and it's like 2 hours.
Who's gonna go
long.
see the Minecraft movie?
Yeah.
The Nether?
I am Steve.
Wait, what's one that you know?
What?
What?
Which line do you know that he says?
None.
The crafting table.
Crafting table.
Yep.
They're making a new Final Destination.
Oh yeah, I want to.
Yeah,
we
that's
should
it.
go see that. That's actually.
Jordan likes those
We
movies.
just watched all of them, so we're ready for the new
Yeah.
one.
Which one was your favorite?
I can't
and everything?
watch those, man.
For me, it's either I think like
The second one was pretty good. The first one was pretty good too.
Which
Yeah.
one was
The
the
last one was cool and how it like wrapped around.
With
Which
the-
one
Yeah.
was the one where the
Gymnastics?
gymnastics?
I knew
one?
you were
Which
gonna
one
say
was
that.
that one?
That's the last one, isn't it?
yeah.
was
Yeah,
the
that's
latest.
the
It's
last
fifth
one.
one.
Where the bitch
yeah,
is like
and,
spinning all
Yeah.
that.
and then the chalk is in her eyes. Yeah.
That
I
shit's
remember
good.
I showed that to Cole and he was like, "Oh."
I can't watch this.
That was pretty. It was pretty good.
I remember watching the third one.
Think about all the bad things that can happen in the real world.
Yeah,
That's all that movie does to you is it scares you of like real life.
wasn't the
Yeah.
third one where they were on the roller coaster?
Yeah.
I remember I watched that one too. That was like the first one that I saw.
Because the first one is the plane.
Mhm.
When they're on the plane and the door or the part of it, the engine blows up, something blows up, the whole plane blows up.
Yeah.
The second one is the logs on the truck.
Oh yeah.
The third one is the roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the fourth.
Who is that? Who is that girl and everything in like Sky High and everything?
What?
Like it was like the main character, like the girl and everything. In the third one, wasn't she like in Sky High?
What's Sky High?
You don't know the movie Sky High?
No.
The superhero high school.
Oh, dude, I did not watch
Oh,
that.
damn, I forgot about that. We did watch that.
We watched that?
Yeah, it was like on TV.
It's good.
Sky High?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like superhero high school.
It was like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, like it was like in the same
Bro.
era.
Dude, at the movie
No.
store, dude, I got Shark Boy or yeah, it is Shark Boy and no wait. Fuck, what's that 3D movie we got?
Which one?
The one with the kids.
Fire. Yeah.
Just about to say
Shark
Spy
Boy and Lava
Is
Girl.
it Shark Boy and Lava? Yeah, we got it in 3D.
We haven't watched it.
We have watched it.
No. Oh, you watched it.
I thought you watched
Dude,
it too.
the
It's,
like,
like, actually,
CGI
like,
and
good-
stuff in that
it's
is
actually
like
good 3D.
so bad.
You watch it, you're like, whoa. It's
Were
coming
you
up.
high?
Yeah.
That explains
But
it.
when I watched Ice Age in 3D, that was horrible.
Ice Age, like the
Well,
first
yeah,
one.
I guess there's not much.
Because,
to,
well, in Ice Age in 3D, they made it so that if the kids are not liking it, they could take their glasses off, so it's not, like, really
yeah,
3D.
I remember
I'd like to
watching
watch,
T-Force.
Jurassic Park in 3D or like Jurassic World. That'd be cool.
I got Journey to the Center of the Earth in 3D.
That's pretty cool.
Have you
which
seen
one?
G-Force?
Like what? The one with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen G-Force?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that hamster.
You remember?
I saw
G-Force?
that in- I saw that in-
Anything.
Yeah, game.
I saw that in 3D.
You did?
That was cool.
Dang. I like the Transformer movies in 3D too.
Oh yeah,
The
Those movies are like
Transformers
made
in
for
3D?
3D.
dude.
Yeah.
Like literally, there's so
Those movies
many.
are so awesome. 3D.
The fucking Final Destination's supposed to be in 3D.
Oh, really?
Because we were
Yeah.
watching it last night, and like the spear will come out, and, like it'll just like touch the TV, and I'm like watching. I'm like, this is supposed to be in 3D.
So isn't it
That
how
would
it
be
works?
so cool if I'm watching.
Isn't it
in
how it
3D.
works? Like how that movie works is like whoever's on like say for instance like the roller coaster, like everybody like on that roller coaster dies.
They're meant to die in
Basically-
that accident, but like one of the people will get like a vision.
Yeah,
Of it
and
happening,
like,
It's a
freak
premonition.
out,
happen.
and then other people will be like, "Oh my god!" and get off, or people try to fight them and stuff. And then those people were supposed to die, so it like fucks up reality or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, pattern. So it's like take a life or give a life,
Mhm.
like something like that.
So it's like in the order that they got off the roller coaster is the order that they're supposed to.
The
die.
order that they sat in the roller coaster is the order that they die.
Yeah.
So like
Or
if you were in the
They're
front,
supposed to die.
Yeah.
During that, that's when they will die after.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
if
it's
you're
in
in the
different
front, and the front blew up, you die 1st.
Mhm.
Like in the one where the gymnastics shit.
Yeah.
That
The
was
the one girl, yeah, when she gets off the bus, she like dies instantly
Mhm.
by like the thing.
Yep.
She like died.
Mhm.
Huh?
The bridge collapsed and she fell down.
Yeah, she fell
Yeah.
on the
Oh, so she was the first one.
sailboat.
Yeah.
Dang.
I remember the
What-
NASCAR scene. Sorry for
Yeah,
interrupting.
That's alright.
Yeah, I remember NASCAR.
It just
scene.
brought like a weird question in my head. If you could know when you were gonna die, but you couldn't stop it, but you could like kind of like alter it, like you could try to stop it, but no matter what you do, you're gonna somehow die that
Yeah,
day.
everybody
You know what I mean?
dies.
No, like that day, like there's a day that you know you're gonna die,
Mhm.
and you know how it's supposed to happen. Like, would you rather know that you're gonna die, I guess, or would you rather just not know?
I mean,
Probably just not now.
Yeah.
I feel like I would
I
die
don't know.
earlier than the day that I would know
Cause then you
if I knew.
just start panicking.
Seems dark, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, you won't, because
There's-
in Final Destination, if you try to kill yourself before you're supposed to die, you can't kill
Yo.
yourself.
so
But-
you're basically immune until the day of.
Pretty much, try it.
Wait, what if that's no? Wait, like
don't try it.
no, but like, what if that? Sorry to piggyback off of your
That's
thing,
good.
but like, what if that was actually like true? Like, oh, you knew that you were gonna die this day, like whatever, but anything that you can do to kill yourself earlier, or whatever, you're immune. So like,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, it's like a superpower.
yeah,
Like, you could go.
the
like,
the curse
jump off
is
of a
you
cliff
know
and
when
you'd
you're
be
gonna
fine.
die and it's in your head. Like it's just in your brain.
I know what he's
like,
saying. Because it's like, that means you can't die until that day, so that means like you could just jump off a cliff, right?
That's Final Destination.
What do you mean?
All the people that are in it, like one of them tries to kill himself all the time, but he can't kill himself because it's not his time.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a superpower. That means like
So if you were to try
that
to
you could
jump
stop
off
a bank
building, you
robbery
can't-
without having to worry about getting shot because you're not going to die.
The only difference in Final Destination is they don't know when they're
Oh
going to
yeah, they don't know when they're gonna
Yeah.
die.
die. They know they might, but they don't know when.
Yeah.
But
And yeah, because it's like it's like the girl and everything trying to do the LASIK eye surgery. That shit is fucking like fucking just turn it up to 11 and just fucking. Zzz.
Yeah,
But,
that was a
anyways,
little bad.
but what was your original question and everything?
it was just, would you want to know
which one? Well,
when
yeah.
you die?
I mean, it's a lot of anxiety in her, because it's like it was like, I bet like there's the question of like, oh, would you want to know how you're gonna die or when you're gonna die and everything. And it's like, okay, if you know how, then you just avoid anything that's like,
If you just
involving
knew
that.
how, I feel like that'd be even more scary. Like, say you get hit by a bus, every time you see a bus, you're like,
Yeah,
oh
start
shit,
freaking out.
oh shit. You're scared
Yeah.
of buses though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like if you know when, then you're just counting the days until that day, so it's like more anxiety.
I
inducing for
agree.
most
I wouldn't
people.
want to know when I die, but I could see the positive in it because it could be like, you could have like this timer, like, okay, I don't die till here, so you kind of plan when you want to do the things that you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until that point, but I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to know when I die.
Yeah.
Zach just quit the podcast. He
Did
stormed
you
out.
hear?
Yeah.
Did you hear about? I don't want to, because it's kind of graphic. But did you hear about the lady and the Chihuahua, like the dog? Did you
In the
hear about-
airport?
No, I
Oh.
don't know if it was in the airport.
Never mind.
But the lady, I think she was like filming her and the dog, like, you know. Yeah.
Like sexual acts?
Yes.
Oh. I
Wait,
thought.
this was like real.
Yeah, it's real. It's her and like some Chihuahua.
Doing sexual stuff?
Yes.
Wait, did you watch it?
I don't.
No, I heard about it.
Okay.
I don't mean to be that guy, but how?
I don't
It's a
know.
chihuahua.
How did we jump into this conversation?
I don't know. I just went to go get a soda.
I don't know, but I saw it on it was.
You saw it.
Yeah, I
You saw,
thought
it.
you-
You saw the
not-
video
it's
of
on
it?
No, there's no video of it.
I thought you said she was filming herself doing it.
Okay, so it was this like news thing where it said that her and the dog, right? They were like, she was basically forcing the dog to do sexual acts.
It's like some
And-
50 Shades of Grey bullshit.
Like I think they like somebody like they found out online because she was recording, and I think like she like sent it to like somebody or whatever, or posted it somewhere, but she got arrested.
Cole's post on Facebook. Did you guys see that?
No.
What?
Did you guys see Cole's post on Facebook?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't listen. I don't look at Facebook.
What did you do?
So
This was a long time ago.
Cole got hacked. His Facebook account got hacked, and somebody posted on there, "Look at what me and my buddies are doing in the woods" or something, right?
Yeah, I
And
was like,
then-
oh, check out this cool video.
And then it was like two dudes banging in the woods, like over a creek.
Over like a creek.
And like two black
And
guys.
the thing is they like added my family. Like
His
my
whole-
like
his
my
whole
grandma.
Oh my god.
And like that kind of stuff. And like I had to go like, this isn't me. And like the thing is, oh sorry,
You're good,
it wasn't just like one post. It was like multiple. Like I remember we were like going on a long drive at work, and the guy that worked with was like, "Bro, what the fuck is this?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I look, and it was like, "Check this out, this video," and it's like a blurred picture of like these two dudes screwing over a creek. And I was like,
was it like blackmail or something? Did they like
I
request?
don't know, but I don't know what they got out of it other
Yeah.
than just like making me look bad.
Yeah.
They didn't get anything out of it.
That's a fucking what?
Yeah, then
It was pretty funny. It was a good like 2 weeks till after, 3 weeks maybe.
Yeah, because our uncle is our boss, so he gave me a hard time for honestly all the way till now. It still goes.
We
on.
all thought it was him.
No one thought it was me.
No, we all thought it was Justin.
Oh, thought it was yeah.
Dude,
a lot of people
like-
thought it was him messing
Like
with
posting everything.
Mm.
me. I think
'Cause
that's
he's
even
like-
too far.
He's like kind of like a
him.
funny guy,
Yeah,
but even that would
that
be
doesn't
kind
seem
of...
funny.
That's far. Like adding my
is-
grandparents.
Okay, it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's kind of funny.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, look what we're doing. Grandma's like, oh my god, let me see. Oh my god, cool.
Have you guys ever got like scammed or blackmailed or anything like that before? I know there's this one thing on Instagram. Somebody like made an account and it had my face on it, and like it was like a picture of me with like my thumbs up or whatever. And I was just like, hey, this is me, and then it had like a link somewhere. And I was like, what the heck?
Did you click on it?
No, why would I?
Why did they try to be you?
Because they
Seems
try
random.
to scam and try to get your information.
Ooh, I have a good question.
What?
Has either of you ever been like catfished?
Catfished?
Multiple times.
Actually,
Yeah, this is when I was like dating.
how
whatever.
many times?
Like 3 times.
Tell us about it.
So like apparently, it's like when I was like trying to like, this is like when I was first getting into dating. I was like, oh okay, this is gonna be cool, and you know I'm kind of like, okay, you know, have a couple pictures of myself, whatever. I think they're kind of decent, and I'm like okay, and then I'm like, whenever I'm like dating, whatever, this is like when I was like on dating apps. I don't even look at the pictures. I just swipe right, and whatever. Like
That sounds like a dangerous.
Like
game,
you just, you're not.
I
even
don't
like,
even look.
swipe.
I just swipe right and everything because it's like, I mean, I don't know how your guys' luck or whatever, but it's just like very barren and empty. So I don't know, but like, and plus at the same time, I was like, I don't really care what the person looks like or whatever. I'm just gonna like I'll swipe right.
He just wants to get it wet.
Oh my god, dude. Put your raincoat
Sorry,
on.
was that too far? Sorry.
Raincoat.
I thought that was
a little
good.
graphic.
That was pretty good.
Sorry.
Oh man, that's good. Oh my god.
So like you're
Oh my
saying
God.
that like you weren't getting any like likes.
Yeah, and so I was just
It
swiping right, and then later I would just look back at like, okay, who do I swipe right on or whatever, and be like, okay, yeah, no, like yeah, whatever. And then apparently it was like, oh yeah, like this person looks very nice, and they say like, hey, like you doing all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing okay. And it's weird for them to talk first, whatever. And I was like, okay. And I was like, hey, so what's up? It's just this is like very early and everything. And then they're like, yeah, I'm kind of like not busy right now. And I'm like, oh, like, what, you're just like you're done with the day or whatever? Like, did you get off work or, just kind of just like very innocently just like, hey. And it's like, yeah, but like, I was thinking like, from your bio or whatever, which I didn't have a bio. And like, and your pictures, which I only had like a couple pictures, I was like, I don't know. And then he was like, yeah, but like, it's sorry for making this fast, whatever. I'm just like, do you think like we can like meet up? I'm like, meet up, like, okay.
I was trying to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay, like, what do you mean?
No, you were like, yes.
Did you agree to it?
I'm trying to screw.
In my head,
Yes.
I was like, holy shit. Like,
Yes.
This is gonna happen.
dude, this is crazy. Like, dude, I'm finally gonna get it. But I don't know. But
Finally gonna get it.
yeah, I don't know. But and it seemed like it looks like the photos that she had were like
Real?
self-taken. Yeah, it looks like it was like self-taken. Because then there's like the other photos where it's like, oh, it's professionally shot, like someone whatever. And I'm like, okay, hypothetically, where would we like hang out? And like, it doesn't say like how close we were. It's like, oh yeah, I'm in Sanford, and I was like in DeBerry and everything. And I was like, okay, it's not that far or whatever. And like, okay, like what would we do? And like and I don't know. It just all in all, and then I was so like. This is like when I just turned 18. I was just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm do. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'll like, I could have been on the news if I could have, went through it, whatever. But
You didn't go?
no, I didn't go. and everything.
What
But
happened? Why not?
huh?
I have a similar story to you.
Yeah,
So
what's
how
that?
do you know it was a catfish?
Just because I found out later that like as soon as I like nah, and then they instantly like deleted like whatever, and they're just like.
It might have just been someone trying to screw, and then once
Yeah,
you
that's
were
what,
like,
that's
I
what
can't
I'm
come
saying.
tonight,
Is like
then they're
if I would have went through it, I could have been on like the news of like
Or
guy,
you coulda
guy
got it.
missing,
yeah,
like
could've
guy missing.
gotten your goal.
It could have been like womp womp. This guy's dead or whatever.
One day I was about to go to sleep. It was a school night.
Yeah.
And Zeke, my buddy, he used to live like right down the street.
Damn.
And he was like, "Oh, bro, let me come over." I was like, "Dude, I'm about to go to bed." "No, bro, let me come over." So I was like, "All right." And where my room was is where the dogs go out. There's like a door to the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So Zeke hops the fence, goes in, and we're like hanging out. And he's like, "Oh, you want to go on Tinder?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" So we go on Tinder, and he starts doing that, swiping right, just going.
Mm-hmm.
And he matches with this chick.
Beer time.
And the girl was like it was a dude, like just it was like a tranny, and like it was like whoa, like look at that dude, and the dude was texting Zeke like, "Oh yeah, like you wanna hang out and stuff like that," and Zeke was like, "Oh yeah, totally," and then Turner, he was like fucking with the guy, and then all of a sudden he was like, "I don't want to hang out with you, you tranny piece of shit." And the motherfucker got all mad. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened where I don't know if Zeke was like, "Let's take this to Snapchat," and then like went to Snapchat. Something happened, and I remember I was like, "Dude, take a picture of my toes." So I like sprawled my toes out real wide, and he put in like the thing like, "I'm gonna show my foot up your ass like this," and they're at our house, and Zeke was at our house.
Yeah.
And the person took a screenshot of like the location that we're at and sent it to him. It was like, "I know where you're at. I'm coming to your house." And I was like, "Oh man, bro, that's fucking
This is my house.
Yeah, this dude's gonna come to our house, bro." And Zeke texted him, You don't even have the fucking balls to do that, pussy. You live in the middle of the fucking woods. We'll fuck you up, dude.
Oh my god.
That person didn't show up, but it was a fun time.
It was a fun time.
Got it backwards, bud. Oh. Sorry.
See, this is what I'm talking about. How slowly he moves.
No,
He's like,
that's not being slow. That's just being like an old man.
but he's not an old man. He shouldn't be like.
But he acts like an old man. Sometimes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, start playing.
Okay.
Start playing. We're waiting on you, buddy.
Sorry. I got it too. Wait, hold on.
Oh god, I gotta turn it.
Okay. Sorry. My hands are so greasy right now.
That's awesome.
Speaking of awesome, this episode has been very awesome to do with you guys.
Yeah.
Hope everybody liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
We're glad.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends, please. Subscribe.
To the best podcast of all time.
Like.
Comment.
Subscribe.
Share.
Do
Pass
all that
it
stuff.
forward.
Check out all of our
Social.
medias and our TikTok clip page.
Mm-hmm.
Just be a good person.
That too.
Give somebody $1.
Do better.
Good things will happen to you if you do better.
Yep.
But you'll never know until you do better.
$1 million days.
Keep thriving. Push. Just keep on going.
Stay strong.
Don't give up.
We can do this.
Even when it gets really hot.
We're good.
All right, this has been Keep Your Pants On.
Dean said we gotta go. So later, guys.
This has been Keep Your Pants On. Peace out.
Later.